What's happening, everybody? Comically Flawed with my second haul video of the day. Craziness. So yeah, I got a couple shipments in from online. The one was the Midtown order that I did in my last video. And then another I got from my comic shop, where I ordered something sort of big for me. And since I was already paying shipping, I figured what the heck, I'd just go ahead and throw some other things on with it. Let's go ahead and get into these. After these two hauls, may have to take it easy for a little bit going forward this year. First is Moon Knight #1. This is from the volume 3, I believe, 2006. So just a really cool cover. I'm not super don't know a lot about Moon Knight. Been trying to read up a little bit about it and get into the story a little bit. But I thought this one was a really cool cover, and it was the #1, and I picked it up. And kind of the reason I grabbed it was because they also had this one in stock. And since I was going ahead and getting it, I figured I'd get the #1 with it. This is #6 from this series. I've seen quite a few people showing this cover lately. Not actually this one. There's a bloody variant where some of the stuff on his knuckles and on his head is blood. This is not it. This is just the regular variant or regular version, but still a super cool cover. So after I saw it, I wanted to get that, and so they had that one. I went ahead and picked it up, and I saw they had the #1 along with it, so I went ahead and grabbed that so I can kind of check out the story a little bit and see what's going on. So there's that. Those were a pretty good deal. I mean, I got them for like $1.50 or something. Not most of this stuff I didn't get super deals on though. I just kind of picked it up because they had it, and I was kind of filling out an order, and it was stuff I needed and wanted. So Spawn 250. This is the Jacques cover. Pretty cool. It's a thick book. I'm not sure how many pages that is. So I will say this: most of my orders that I've done online, I've been really happy with, as far as the quality is exactly what they say it is or supposed to be. There are a couple though where, I mean, maybe it's my definition of what near mint is, or I'm not sure. There's been a couple though that have given me pause. I don't know how well this is going to show up in the Mylar. Anyway, I mean, it's a thick book, I get it, but there's definitely it's not going to show up at all, probably. There's definitely a color breaking spine tick there. There's another one right there. So, I don't know. And there's a couple others I'll show you that I'm just kind of a little torn on it. The quality is exactly what I said is advertised. For the most part, with my comic shop at least, I've been very pleased. And if anything, I would say most of their stuff, they grade hard on it. And it's graded lower than it actually is, but every now and again, you know, one's going to slip through. But still, happy to have that. Everybody knows, probably through a lot of my other videos, I'm working on a Spawn run. So, sounds funny to say. So anyway, these are all some that I needed, so I went ahead and picked them up. That's #113. Pretty cool cover there, Capullo. Number 64. So this one, actually, it was kind of weird. It was polybagged with another like McFarlane Toys kind of sideways magazine comic thing. I went ahead and took it out of the poly bag just because it was starting to degrade and look a little rough, and so I just, you know, took it out of the bag, and I stuck both the comic and the piece that was with it in the same Mylar. So these are two new ones. These are in really good shape. I'd missed these at my shop. So that's number 268. Very cool cover there. And then I went ahead and got the black and white of that one as well. So that's a really cool cover. But so got those. Let's see here. Next Well, there is some more Spawn, but it looks like there's something else here first in the stack. So I've shown off a couple times in the past, a couple of slab books, an Avengers and a Spider-Man that I have, that where I'm trying to get some, maybe not all, but some of the books from the month I was born. So they had a couple of them in like VF condition is what they were saying, and this one definitely I think meets that criteria. So this is Kid Colt Outlaw, number 229 from April of '79. I don't really know that much about Kid Colt Outlaw. I'm a big Western fan. You know, I love me some Clint Eastwood and some John Wayne. So as a matter of fact, there's who was it? Dr. Von Chilla maybe posted a video where he got the Man with No Name comic, and I guess it's loosely based on the three Clint Eastwood spaghetti westerns. And man, I want to track down that book. I think it's a 13 issue series. I think that'd be cool to have. But anyway, this is Kid Colt Outlaw, again 229. So happy to have that. It's VF, definitely. I'm pretty happy with it. Let's see. Let's start another stack here. Sorry. Oh, and sorry, Captain America 232. Very cool cover. This one was the one. It was advertised as VF Plus. I don't know. I mean, it's got a little bit of a tear down the corner of like a bindery tear, but it kind of comes over into the cover a little bit. And then the other thing, and I'm gonna have to go back because I'm pretty sure ETA Nick talked about this in one of his videos. There is this. I'm gonna flip it upside down and maybe it shows up. There's this green from about there to about there. There's just like green marker bleed over or something happening. And I opened the cover and it's on the other side too. And it's all along the top spine. And I remember ETA Nick in one of his videos was talking about how something about the way they used to mark the comics on the tops of the boxes, I want to say, so that they knew when to pull them off the shelf or how long they had them, something to that effect. So I'm going to have to go back and kind of look that up again. I don't think it affects the grade. I think it's kind of an accepted thing that happened to comics back in the day. So, but I'm going to have to research that again. So anyway, that's Cap 232 from April of '79. So now we got some more Spawn. Number 78. That's a really clean one. Really clean spine, except for the dog hair on the Mylar. Really cool looking cover there. Some more Capullo. Number 161. I think that's Philip Tan. Maybe. It says Philip Tan and Danny Martinez. I'm not sure who's doing the cover art on that. I'm guessing it's Philip Tan. So 161. Another really good looking one. This is 107. It's more Capullo. Very cool cover. The Spawn cover artwork is just awesome. I love it. 85. That one's kind of hard to show. It's a really dark cover. And number 63. Guess around that whole time, Capullo loved drawing Spawn with like big guns. It's kind of a thing. So, all right. Next is another from my grabbing stuff from '79. Got Men of War number 15. Gravedigger strapped to the front of a German tank there. Kind of a crazy cover. I've actually got another Men of War comic that somebody gave me. I do kind of collect I'd really like to go back and get the Atlas, you know, Battlefront, Battleground, that kind of stuff. But, you know, it may kind of expand into some of this DC Men of War stuff. But anyway, that's a pretty cool cover there. So glad to have that. A couple more. Spawn number 89. Kind of creepy there with, looks like bugs and worms and snakes and stuff in Spawn's mouth. Kind of creepy. Number 65, obviously right around the time the first Spawn movie came out, because we got some images from the movie here, it looks like, on the cover. Pretty cool. And then the last, and probably one of the favorite covers of the bunch I picked up here, is number 91. Again, Capullo. I think that's just really cool with the moon and the bats and everything. There is a McFarlane, or there's a Spawn cover that's a swipe of like the Neil Adams 227, I think, and there's a couple other Batman swipes. This one makes me wonder if it's a Batman swipe. I'll have to go check that out. But just the way the moon is and the kind of the bats in the background here and the way he's standing, I don't know for sure. If anybody knows in the comments below, let me know. Spawn number 91, if that's a cover swipe of a Batman cover from some time in history. So anyway, very cool cover there. So all right, and then the last two things I want to show off is back. I know a lot of people have been making their list for 2017, and I posted this back. I think it actually did it in Alex the Comic Hoarder's contest entry when we were talking about kind of the stuff we collected. I figured a good way to talk about that would be go ahead and just show my list for 2017. So you know, we got some different stuff on there. I'm not sure how well that shows up. So you know, we got some Incredible Hulk, some G.I. Joe, some Batman, some Peanut stuff, quite a bit of Amazing Spider-Man, some key issues there. Some Iron Man, some more Batman, some Spawn. I got well, none of the ones on there yet. That 150C, I think that's the Jim Lee variant that Doom 143 scored like 47 copies of it at like 25 cents a piece or something silly. So, but anyway, so I know technically I guess these came in before 2017, but they were purchased after I made this list. So we're gonna call them good on knocking them off my 2017 list. So the first one we have is, what number is it on here? Here we go. And these were in no order, but number 8, Amazing Spider-Man, number 361. Oh, there it is. First appearance of Carnage. Really stoked to have this one. You know, you can there's quite a few out there you can get online. I got this one, came from the Bay. So, but it's in a CBCS 9.6. Overall, really good condition. Sorry for moving the camera around on you guys, trying to just show most of it. It's got a little bit of a miswrap. You know, there's some of the tan showing here and not as much at the top. But not as bad as some of the ones I did see. The corners are pretty sharp. It's got one little thing that I'm not happy about that I didn't see in the picture necessarily, but it looks like it's a little scuff maybe. I've looked at some other copies that don't seem to have this, but this little scuff right here on Carnage's knee. But overall, pretty happy with it. Again, 9.6 white pages is how CBCS graded it. I thought about getting some of these on my list in like a 9.8. Some of these I won't be able to, but just because of cost. But some of these, you know, 9.8's attainable. But I kind of just had to decide, you know, how high do I want to go in grade, like versus, you know, having the tip-top quality versus a really nice copy and being able to get some other things. So I decided to forgo, based on cost, forgo the 9.8 and go ahead and just get a really nice 9.6 copy. But still, really happy with it. I know some people say for modern era comics this is 92. I don't know if they're 92. I guess you'd consider that modern. And that's kind of right at that cusp of copper to modern. But you know, a lot of people say, oh, if it's modern, anything under 9.8 is pointless. Yeah, I don't know. You can't have 9.8 in everything. So, but again, very stoked to have this. So we can go ahead and cross that one off right there. Amazing Spider-Man 361, done. And then next, and this is the order I just placed where I figured I was paying for shipping, I'd go ahead and get all these other comics. Comes in, and I do have to admit, the packaging was awesome. This was sitting on top of all the other comics, were bagged up in a bag with foam packing peanuts, and then these foam, like, my comic shop uses these foam corners to keep everything kind of centered in the middle. Which is pretty cool. But then this box was on top of that, and I'm gonna hang on to this in case I ever need to ship a slab again. And I didn't realize there was a label on top. I may have just showed everybody what it is. So go ahead and open this up. Again, this is one that I thought real hard about. Do I want to get a 9.8 or just go ahead and get a 9.6 and be happy with it? I'm gonna go ahead and take this one out of the bag because CGC's bags aren't quite as clear, but there we go. G.I. Joe #1, CGC 9.6 white pages, and it is a really nice looking copy. You know, really sharp corners. You know, based on the edges, the way the edges are, this book's probably been pressed. Back is pretty clean. Sorry, off camera. This is actually the first time I've cracked this out of the box and taken a look at it. So back's pretty clean. There's some, maybe a little staining down there, but not really. So I'm wondering, maybe it hasn't been pressed. Maybe it's just smashed together in these new CGC cases that are so tight. So anyway, really good looking copy. Really excited to have this book. G.I. Joe's, again, I grew up with G.I. Joe, part of my childhood. So was really wanting to get this book. And so really excited to have it. So yeah, and that's, so what is today, the 2nd? We're 2 days into 2017, and 2 comics gone off the list. Somehow, I seriously doubt that will be a pace I am able to maintain. Especially since I don't currently have anything in transit to me. So, yeah. Hope everybody's having a good New Year so far. Again, hope everybody's making progress, or will make some good progress on their 2017 list. I hope everybody, gets all the stuff you want at great deals. Yeah, everybody take care, and I will talk to you next time. Peace.